In a much anticipated vote, the FCC today ended sweeping net neutrality rules that guaranteed everyone equal access to the internet.
Now, some experts say the decision will likely mean big changes in how we use the web and how much we pay for it.
24-Hour News 8's Ken Kolker has more tonight on how this decision could affect us in the future. Ken.
Yeah, Brian and Marley, the big internet providers like AT&T and Comcast have promised that your online experience won't change. But skeptics say if that's the case, why did they lobby so hard to overturn net neutrality? At the Lion Street Cafe, where laptops often outnumber tabletops, internet access is kind of a big deal. But when talk turns to net neutrality, things get a bit foggy. Then there's this Northview High School senior who watched the FCC debate during her lunch hour.
It's so important.
She's afraid the decision could lead to higher prices for what she sees on the internet.
So making us pay for websites that we use in our everyday lives. YouTube, social networks, we'd have to pay for. Any Google, we'd have to pay for separately.
The FCC decision overturns Obama-era net neutrality that took effect just 2 years ago. That means big providers like Comcast and AT&T will be free to block rival apps, slow down competing service, or offer faster speeds to companies who pay up. Opponents say that means cable and phone companies will be able to control what they see and do online.
The fact that they would take all of that away and make us pay for it, especially to the impoverished students who don't have the ability to pay for it.
It would have to be bad for the consumer. Any way you look at it, what it's going to do is it's going to allow the larger providers the ability to charge extra for services that people have already been receiving.
The CFO of internet service provider Rockford Telephone Company isn't sure what it'll mean for his company and its 2,500 or so customers. But he says it will be especially bad for gamers and Netflix junkies.
Their claim is that it's going to give them the ability to control their network. But the reality is this is money. And the bottom line is that's what they're doing it for, and that's what they're hoping for.
An associate professor at WMU's Cooley Law School says not to expect changes immediately.
The most plausible outcome is over the next half decade or so, you'll start to see internet packages kind of the way that you see cable packages now.
Now, today's ruling is likely not the end of this debate. Opponents already are planning legal challenges. In a statement released today, a Comcast executive said the decision, quote, does not mark the end of the internet as we know it. Rather, it heralds in a new era of light regulation that will benefit consumers.